Congratulations, Inter Miami, for winning your first ever Supporter Shield. What a match that was against the Columbus Crew there in Matchday 36. Also, even though it was against my favorite team, my GOAT, Joseph Martinez, scores 2 goals again on this match day. Joseph is in fantastic form heading into the playoffs. Yes, Montreal are still fighting for one of those 2 spots left open there in the East. And then for the West, there's only 1 spot open, and both Portland and Austin are the only 2 teams that can get that last spot. Before we jump into Matchday 27 predictions, let's take a look at the Nerdy Soccer table. Cote remains there on top with 36 points. Jay remains in second with 33 points. And then Save Crystal Gaming has a good Matchday 36 and moves himself into the 3rd spot by himself there with 31 points. And then we have a tie for the 4th place between Matt's picks and Sam coming in at 30 points. If you want to get involved, QR code is there on the screen. There are 3 matches to predict there in Matchday 37. Climb up the leaderboard there on the Nerdy Soccer table. It's coming down to the end of the regular season, and of course we will do it for the playoffs. Now, let's jump into Matchday 37. So to kick off Matchday 37, we have Toronto FC versus Inter Miami. Currently Toronto, 2 draws, 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Inter Miami, 2 wins and 3 draws in their last 5 matches. Inter Miami can still make history with beating the points record there for the MLS if they can continue to win out the rest of the season. Toronto, though, 7 wins, 0 draws, and 9 losses at home. Inter Miami, 10 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses on the road. The win probability, very heavy in favor. I don't know if we've seen this yet. 71% in favor of Inter Miami, even though they are on the road. They're expected to score 1.3 goals, where Toronto's 1.4, and I think it is kind of similar to that. I think Inter Miami go on the road to Toronto, win this match, and they win 3-1 over Toronto FC. That leads us to Atlanta United versus New York Red Bulls. Currently, Atlanta, 3 draws and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. The Red Bulls, 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Forsberg's back. Red Bulls win 4-1 over Toronto in the midweek. Atlanta lose at home to Montreal. They're done for. I just don't see it happening. Atlanta, 5 wins, 4 draws, 7 losses on the road. New York Red Bulls, 4 wins, 7 draws, 5 losses on the road. The win probability in favor of the Red Bulls on this one, and I think that the Red Bulls go on the road and win it there at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and they beat Atlanta 2-1. So next up we have Charlotte versus CF Montreal. Currently Charlotte are 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Montreal currently 4 wins and a draw in their last 5 matches, currently on a 5-match unbeaten streak. Charlotte at home, though, 8 wins, 5 draws, 3 losses, where Montreal only 3 wins, 5 draws, and 8 losses on the road. The win probability is in favor of Charlotte at 59%. But the way that Montreal is playing, yes, Charlotte are playing well too. Charlotte have looked really good at home. But the way that Montreal are playing, and maybe I'm biased because Joseph Martinez, I think that Montreal go on the road. They don't get the win, but this does end in a draw, and it ends in a 2-2 draw there at Bank of America Stadium. Next up, we have the Columbus Crew versus Philadelphia Union. Currently, the Crew, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Philadelphia Union, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Philadelphia Union had 2 games where they destroyed the teams that they played, and then they have fallen off after that. Yes, this past midweek, they did play against Orlando City, which Orlando City have turned it on recently there in the East. Columbus Crew, not looking so good, did not play all that great against Inter Miami. The defense lacked, and the goalkeeper play did not do well. Columbus Crew, though, 8 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses there at home. Philadelphia Union, 5 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses on the road. With that being said, Philadelphia Union, because of the way that they have performed recently, 42% win probability on the road against Columbus Crew, even though Columbus Crew are so good. It's crazy to think that. I don't think that happens, though. I think that Columbus Crew get back on track. They're at lower.com field. They need to try to push to stay in that second position there in the East, because they don't want to have to play Miami until they absolutely have to. And I think that Columbus Crew win this match 3-1 over the Philadelphia Union. Another big match for this weekend, we have FC Cincinnati versus Orlando City. Currently, Cincinnati 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses in their last 5 matches, currently on a 2-match losing streak. Orlando City, though, 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches, currently on a 2-match winning streak. Cincinnati at home, 7 wins, 3 draws, and 6 losses. Very mediocre there at home. Orlando City, 7 wins, 3 draws, 6 losses on the road. So an even record there for this match on their perspectives at home and away. The win probability in favor of Orlando City at 40%, but a very close 37% for FC Cincinnati. The expected goals is 1.5 to 1.6 for Orlando. But I have a feeling in this one, even though Orlando City are playing well, FC Cincinnati, they have a handful of injuries, have not been playing well. I think that Cincinnati is going to get the job done there at home, and they're going to win this match 1-0 over Orlando City. Now, that leads us into the Revs versus DC United. Currently, the Revs, 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses in their last 5 matches. DC United, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Coming off of a draw against Columbus Crew 2 match days ago, and then going on the road to Geodis Park and getting the job done against Nashville. DC is looking pretty good. Revs at home, 5 wins, 4 draws, 7 losses. DC United, 5 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses on the road. The win probability here is in favor of DC United at 57%. Expected goals is 1.2 for the Revs and 2 for DC United. I think Benteke might get the golden boot. We'll see. We have a couple match days left. I think that DC United go on the road here. They don't win. I don't think they go on the road and win this one, but I do think they get a point, and I believe this match ends in a 2-2 draw there at Gillette Stadium. That leads us to Vancouver Whitecaps versus Minnesota United. Currently, the Whitecaps, 3 draws and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Minnesota United, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Vancouver Whitecaps at home, 6 wins, 4 draws, 5 losses. Minnesota United, 7 wins, 3 draws, and 6 losses on the road. The win probability in heavy favor of Minnesota at 52%. They are in fantastic form. They are currently unbeaten in their last 4 away matches. I don't think they win, but here's another one. I think that they go on the road. Vancouver are struggling right now, and I think that they walk away with a point, Minnesota does. And this match ends in a 1-1 draw there in Vancouver. Then we have Sporting Kansas City versus LAFC. Currently, Sporting Kansas City, 1 win and 4 losses in their last 5 matches. LAFC, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Currently on a 3-match winning streak. Sporting Kansas City on a 3-match losing streak. Sporting at home are 6 wins, 4 draws, 6 losses. LAFC, 6 wins, 3 draws, 6 losses on the road. I think I said 6 losses before, but 6 wins, 3 draws, 6 losses. The win probability is in favor of LAFC in this one at 47% to Sporting Kansas City's 32%. There's not much to talk about here. LAFC are definitely the better team than Sporting Kansas City. I think the LA walk into Children's Mercy Park with no problem and win this match 4-2 over Sporting Kansas City. So staying there in the Midwest, we have St. Louis City versus Houston Dynamo. Currently, St. Louis, 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Houston Dynamo, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches. St. Louis at home, 6 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses. Houston on the road, 8 wins, 2 draws, and 6 losses. Win probability, again, there's a lot of win probability in favor of the away side, and that is 55% for the Houston Dynamo, only 20% for St. Louis. Expected goal is 0.8, my apologies, for St. Louis, 1.6 for Houston Dynamo. I actually think Houston Dynamo are going to go into City Park and win this match. I think that they go in there and they win this match 2-1 over St. Louis City. So a pretty big matchup there in the Western Conference. We have Colorado Rapids versus Seattle Sounders. Currently, the Rapids 2 wins, 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Seattle Sounders 4 wins and a draw in their last 5 matches. Currently on a 5-match unbeaten streak. Colorado, though, at home, 10 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. Seattle Sounders, 7 wins, 2 draws, and 7 losses on the road. Win probability, again, goes in favor of the away side at 43%. Colorado at 33. 1.4 expected goals for the Colorado Rapid to 1.6 for Seattle Sounders. I think that we see 4 goals in this match, and I think that we get a draw. I think there's another draw here over the weekend. Teams are fighting for different spots in the playoffs or fighting for a playoff spot. So I think that we're going to have a lot of draws, and I think this one ends in a 2-2 draw there in Colorado. So that leads us into LA Galaxy versus Austin FC. Austin are one team that needs to get into the playoffs, and they need wins. And they're going up against a powerhouse like the Galaxy. But the Galaxy currently 3 wins, 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Austin FC 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses in their last 5 matches. LA Galaxy at home 12 wins, 3 draws, and only 1 loss, where Austin are only 4 wins, 4 draws, and 8 losses on the road. The win probability 60% in favor of the Galaxy to Austin's win probability of 17%, with a 23% that it might end in a draw. I don't think it ends in a draw, and I don't think that Austin wins, but I think that Austin give the Galaxy a game, and this match ends in a dub for Galaxy 3-2 over Austin. Now, for our final match on Saturday, we have San Jose Earthquakes versus Real Salt Lake. Does San Jose even have a chance? Currently, 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Yes, they are coming off of a win over FC Dallas in the midweek. Real Salt Lake, 1 win, 3 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. San Jose at home, 4 wins, a draw, and 11 losses. Where Real Salt Lake on the road, 4 wins, 8 draws, and 4 losses. Win probability in favor of Real Salt Lake in this one. The expected goals for them is 2.4 to San Jose's 1 goal for this match. And I actually think this is my out there prediction for this video. And I think that RSL win this match 4-0 over the Earthquakes. Now, for our first match on Sunday, we have NYCFC versus Nashville FC. Currently, NYCFC 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Nashville 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. NYCFC are currently looking really well, where Nashville, again, 2 losses, and they're on a 2-loss streak here. NYCFC, though, 9 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses there at home. Nashville, 3 wins, 3 draws, 9 losses on the road. Win probability in favor of the home team here at 62% for NYCFC. And I believe that they win this match, and we see 5 goals. I think Nashville kind of give them a run for their money in this one, but I think NYCFC come out on top 3-2 over Nashville. And for our final match of Matchday 37, we have Portland Timbers versus FC Dallas. Currently, Portland Timbers are one of the teams that are trying to sneak into the playoffs there in the West, so a win here would be fantastic for them. Currently in their last 5 form, 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses. FC Dallas, 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Portland Timbers there at Providence Park, 9 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses. Where Dallas on the road, only 1 win, 5 draws, and 10 losses. Win probability, 58% to the Portland Timbers, and I think they get the job done here at home. I think Dallas has struggled this season, especially at closer to the end of this season. Just not looking all that great, and I think the Portland Timbers win this match 2-0 over Dallas. So that is it for the video for Match Day 37. please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like the content. Also, don't forget, QR codes on the screen. Get involved. Make your predictions on the 3 matches that are out there. And we will see you for our live stream on Saturday.